What's up, Wildstar? My name's Fence Post, Guildmaster at Trashcan, and I'm here to bellow at you about recruitment. There's not a second group. We've had two groups rampaging through genetic archives for weeks. This is about the second half of our third, and I'm selling guild membership for the same price as I always have. Skills and drive, baby! Now let me answer some questions that you probably have with our first two groups. We don't have a Group A and a Group B. We have Group 1 and Group A. Crews of peers. Groups that race each other to see who could get the fastest floor 1 killed in GA. We didn't reshuffle our first group to launch Group 2. It launched from the ground up. That is because we recruit the player. We don't look for temporary things like your attunement or your gear. We look for the drive to destroy content, the passion to be good at something, and the goddamn skills to pull it off. And the reason we're making a third group is because you don't raid with the bare minimum of people to fill the slots. That's not how MMOs work. That's not how they've ever worked. And that's ridiculous to assume that that's how it's going to work in Wildstar. We're making 3 raids for Datascape because Genetic Archives is the kiddie pool. It's the waiting area. It's the shallow end. We don't want to hit Datascape with a bench of people that have been sitting around and waiting. We want to hit that shit like a 10-ton hammer with a full crew of geared beef sauce experienced players. So yeah, it's a third group, but in no way is it a side project or a tactic to farm reserves. It is every bit as serious as every other slot that we have in this guild. Now, that's who we're looking for. That's what we're looking to do. Allow me to use my GM powers to make statements in effort to answer the question, what are you looking for? Well, changed a little bit in Escape of Wildstar, and you see player base surviving, but guilds not. So here's a few thoughts of mine on guilds. Now, raids, crying over spilt milk during raid time is bullshit. People should have learned that lesson decades ago. The only conversation that I'm interested in having during a raid is progress-oriented, to figure out what we fixed so the shit doesn't happen again. You died? Duh. I mean, of course you don't want to die. You learn that shit in Pac-Man. What are you going to do different? That's what's important. Now, leadership that allows a double player stand within a guild drops a minefield of shit in front of everybody. Bottlenecks progression, kills sociability, etc., because you can't count on your teammates. Leadership has a responsibility to set a minimum and stick to it. Hollering in guild chat should get you a group of people you want to play with. Otherwise, what's the fucking difference between that and zone chat? Guildmates should make each other better. It's not a friends list. Friendship is there, it's social, but our purpose is accomplishing things. Now look, this is a pitch. It's not an audiobook. If you're interested by now. Throw up an application at trashcan.engine.com so we can start a discussion. And let me leave you with this. Trashcan, we don't stand on seniority because it doesn't kill bosses and it doesn't have stats. I want to recruit you as a player. We are the sum of our parts. Everyone fights and no one quits. We fight back against Wildstar as a single unit, shoulder to shoulder. Get in here, baby, and let's play some Wildstar!